Hello and welcome back to Tea in the Deep Blue Sea's weekly species spotlight series. This week I'm going to be talking about the vampire squid from hell, Vampyroteuthis infernalis. The vampire squid is a small deep-sea cephalopod that inhabits temperate and tropical oceans in extreme deep-sea conditions. They live in cold, dark water with low levels of oxygen, depths of 600 to 900 metres, this being the twilight zone. Vampire squid are not technically squid and are in fact more closely related to octopuses. However, due to them being morphologically different from both, they have their own order, Vampyromorphida. They are called vampire squid due to their webbing looking like a vampire cloak, being red one side and black or dark on the other, not due to their eating habits as one may initially think. They can reach a total of around 30 centimetres, so are relatively small, with very large globular eyes, the largest proportionally in the animal kingdom at 2.5 centimetres in diameter. This is to help them see in the extremely dim light and may be an adaptation for long-range detection of bioluminescence. They have 8 arms like octopuses but lack feeding tentacles like squid. Instead, they have retractable filaments they use to capture food. Adults also have a pair of small fins projecting from their mantle which they flap to move. They are detritivores, feeding on marine snow. They combine the detritus with mucus to form a food ball and then eat this. They often float, laying in wait for food, using very little energy due to the oxygen-poor environment in which they live. In this oxygen minimum zone, OMZ, oxygen saturations can be as low as 3%. To help support them, they have gills with large surface area and blue copper-based blood that transports oxygen more efficiently than in other cephalopods, although not as efficiently as our red iron-based blood. Although predators are scarce, the vampire squid have a number of defence mechanisms. They can turn almost inside out to hide under their webbing. This is known as the pineapple posture. This makes the squid dark and almost look invisible in the dark ocean. The underside of the cape is heavily pigmented and displays threatening-looking spines called cirri. The vampire squid lacks ink sac, like many deep-sea cephalopods. Instead, if highly agitated, will eject bioluminescent mucus. The glowing mucus is also able to stick to predators and act as a burglar alarm, lighting them up to be more visible to secondary predators. This is only done if they are highly agitated, as the mucus regeneration is metabolically costly. The vampire squid also has bioluminescent organs at the end of each arm, using them as a lure to attract prey. The ends of squid's arms are also regenerative, so if they are bitten off, they can be used as a diversion, allowing the animal to escape while its predator is distracted. The vampire squid is almost entirely covered in photophores. These are light-producing organs capable of producing disorientating flashes ranging in duration from fractions of seconds to minutes. The photophores are larger and more complex at the tips of the arms and at the base of the 2 fins, but are absent from the underside of the caped arms. These are used for communication as well as for defence, to confuse predators. Unlike other cephalopods that only spawn once and then die, vampire squid will release eggs and then form new eggs when the female returns to resting. This can be repeated sometimes as many as 20 times. The hatchlings lack the webbing, their eyes are smaller and their filaments are not fully formed. The vampire squid has not yet been evaluated for the IUCN Red List, however the faced threats from human activities, ocean warming, overfishing, decreasing oxygen and industrialisation. An interesting fact about the vampire squid is that they are capable of swimming speeds of up to 2 body lengths per second for short periods of time.